I'm just putting it out there in this video. I'm probably not going to complain a lot about this movie because I enjoyed and admired and just really liked Frankenstein 2025. Because welcome back to another review on the James Ramburn Reviews. In today's video I finally watched Frankenstein, directed by Guillermo del Toro, and it came out like a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, on Netflix. There was other movies I was watching obviously, so I didn't fully get around to it until just last night, and so I'll give you my review and how I felt about the film and things like that. But I have to give you a bit of context here, is that this movie is actually based on the original 1818 novel from ages ago, right? So he's done his own version of the film. It also stars Oscar Isaac and it has Mia Goth in it. I mean, this is actually a star-studded movie when you watch it. But for a bit of context there, I have seen Mia Goth's other movies like X and Pedo and stuff like that, and Infinity Pool, and she's just a really good actress where it could be any storyline in the movie, and like she has this certain acting performance that just captivates all of it. So there's definitely that. So I'm not going to try with my other video, what the other video I did yesterday, like with Wicked for Good. I spoiled it. I gave you like a really big breakdown of every moment that I felt like I needed to spoil. But with this movie, I will try not to spoil everything, because it's this kind of movie that you should probably go out and watch and see and find it for yourself, because there's a certain way this movie plays out where, if I spoil it, it ruins the magic and the fun of actually what happens. So what I'll do in this video is I'll just give you how I felt about the film, right, and then I'll tell you if you should watch it, or the certain ways in which I felt the movie was good. So why I like the film is that it is just a really solid movie here, because there's a lot of really good acting in this movie. Like Oscar Isaac has this very, very particular performance, the way he conducts himself, the way he goes about playing this character to do with Frankenstein. Like all of that is really cool, how he just puts himself out there and just really goes for it. And also Mia Goth is just splendid in this movie. She just has a really good acting performance. She's really good in that aspect. And what I like about the film is that it's not afraid just to tell the story the way that the director originally wanted to tell it. And I just like how he brings his own style into this movie. There's a certain way he likes to do it, and it's kind of like these characters have actual depth and meaning to them. It's not just like, oh, the Frankenstein is a bad monster. Like, no, there's an actual reason behind why he done this certain thing in a certain way. There's flashbacks and all of that, so it really just gives a lot of detailed storytelling. So that's really cool. I just like the way it's filmed as well, like when it's in a snowy area, or it's around the place, around the big place where they go and they eat and stuff like that. Like all of that detail throughout the film just shows you how this director isn't just a director that's out to entertain. He's out to give you like a really cool scopage of how things look and things like that. So the way that things look, he zooms in with the camera, shows you how the characters are talking and all of that. Like all of that stuff is really cool. And what I will say is that, without spoiling too much about the movie, I gotta give Guillermo del Toro just a bit of credit here, as he didn't even use CGI for the Frankenstein monster. Now that is pretty solid, because you know how there is a lot of films in the current era where CGI is overtaking every film, but he decides to just go for it and just use makeup and things like that. So I do appreciate all of this, that he just went for that, and he went for that style. And so there's all of that, right? I enjoyed the movie. There's good acting, the storyline, there's a certain way he does it, and it keeps me guessing as well. I'm like, oh, is it going to go that way, is it going to go this way, it goes this way and it goes another way. I like all of that kind of thing. The only thing I don't like about the film is the pacing. Sometimes it's a bit slow, but you kind of get used to it after a while. You're like, you know what, this is meant to be like an epic 2.5 hour film, so you just kind of have to roll with it. So that's what I'll say, right, because I didn't want to spoil every aspect of the movie. because it's just one of the movies you need to go out and see it. Go out and see it on your television screen, because unfortunately it was not theatrically released very well. Like, they did it like a limited run on the cinemas, but it's a Netflix movie, and I'm watching this film, I'm like, how is this not in the cinema? There's just a way they present the movie feels like it's just big and epic. So there is all of that. So as for my rating out of 10, I want to give it about an 8 out of 10, because obviously the pacing is slow at times, but everything else just has a way to just conduct a certain thing and just brings like a certain thing out of me where I'm just like, oh my goodness, it is amazing. Like, I even thought about how this could even just be a 9 out of 10 with everything that plays into effect. So I would even say this movie is a 9 out of 10, and then what makes it feel like an 8 out of 10 is some of the pacing, where you're just like, oh, they're still trying to do it this way, and he's taking a while to do the certain way of doing the movie. So there is that, but that's how I felt about Frankenstein 2025. Let me know if you saw this movie. I know I took a while, like a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks to watch the film, but that's how I felt about the movie. Hope you enjoyed this review, and stay tuned for more like this one. I also did a quick reaction towards the film as well, so I will link that down below too. Hope you enjoyed this review, and I need to go upload this video and have some breakfast, so stay tuned for more reviews like this one. And that's been me doing another video on the James Rampin Reviews. Bye.